What's up, everybody? It's your boy Spotless back with another one. We are going to take a quick dive into this new war bond and we're going to grade every weapon versus the bots and the bugs. I did thorough testing and I have gameplay to go along with all of it. As you can see, I did unlock everything in the new war bond. Let's quickly jump in there real quick and get an idea of what we're going to review. Well, I unlocked almost everything. I didn't do the heavy armors yet. But anyway, so we're mainly going to go over the weapons. And we got the AR-61 tenderizer. We got the SMG 72 pummeler. We have the fire grenade impact grenades. And we have the Plas 101 purifier. And lastly, the P13 verdict pistol, right? All right, so let's kind of jump right in here. I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time. I just want this to kind of be a no BS, straightforward guide into what I think about these weapons, right? I've done a lot of testing with them. I have gameplay also, if you notice in the background. But anyway, let's just jump right in so we can actually talk about the pros and cons of these weapons. All right, let's start off with the tenderizer. And let's quickly just compare it, I guess, to the assault rifle, all right? The Liberator. All right. Tenderizer. This is not a bad gun at all. The biggest pro is its recoil. This thing is very easy to aim. Handling is one of the best. The biggest issue is the mag size. And overall, the power, right? For it to be a high caliber assault rifle, it's a little bit weak. And I think that's probably the biggest issue with this. If they can either make it a little bit stronger and add a few more bullets to the mag, then this would be ideal. This would actually be a really good weapon. So with that being said, versus the bugs, I'm going to give this a C, meaning it has several flaws, but it's still usable, and that's what a C means to me. It has several flaws, still usable. It's not something that you absolutely cannot use. It's just not going to be a first preference, right? Why would I choose this over the Liberator? As you guys can see on the screen, it has less capacity, it has a slower fire rate, and it doesn't really feel that much stronger, I'll be honest with you guys. And yeah, so that's my take on that one, right? So versus the bugs, I'm going to give this a definite C. And versus the bots, it's going to stay at a C also, right? Let's move right along though and jump into the pummeler. Now let's compare that to the defender. So to be honest with you, the pummeler might be one of the best weapons in this war bond. Number one is its ability to stun or stagger enemies, right? And of course, the mag size and the amount of bullets that you have with both of these weapons actually feel pretty good. These are at a pretty good place. I guess one of the biggest cons is it's weaker than the defender, right? So kind of why would you choose it over the defender is probably, one of the biggest cons. It also shoots a little bit slower too, which also makes it give you that feeling that why would I kind of run with this over the defender? So I think that's the only thing. But it's actually one of the better weapons in the Warbond. And I'm actually against the bugs. I'm going to give this one a C though, just because there's so many better options that you can actually choose. Versus the bots, when I was running this versus the bots, it really wasn't that bad. Again, I still would probably choose a defender first, but it was decent against the bots, and that's probably because the defender is also really decent against the bots. So I'm going to give this a B versus the bots because it's definitely usable. It has a few flaws against the bots. It could be a little bit stronger, things like that, but the stagger kind of makes up for the difference with the strength versus the bots. So this is going to get a B for me versus the bots, a C versus the bugs. Against the bugs, it's okay. It staggers the stalkers, but it's still not the most effective weapon to choose to go in and do a bug mission. All right. Then we have the purifier, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna go too deep into this, and this is a little misleading with how it stacks up, especially against something like the Scorcher. This gun, I don't know how to say this nicely. This is a piece of shit, right? Right now, where it stands, unless they make some changes to it, why would I want this gun that's going to charge up and not really kill anything? I tried to use this weapon against so many different bots, bugs. It's just ineffective. It's inconsistent. It's just something I would advise against. I'm going to give this a F all across the board versus the bots and the bugs. All right, moving into the last weapon, which is the secondary. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. At first glance, when I seen this, I was like, okay, another pistol. Yay. I was really underwhelmed by it. I used it against determinants or the bugs, and I felt the same way. Really underwhelmed. Just some of the smaller enemies were not. I couldn't one shot them. Some of the hunters, I did one shot them sometimes, and other times I didn't one shot them. A little inconsistent. I was really underwhelmed with it, to say the least, right? Then I took it over to the bot side and said, hey, let me give it a try over here too, just for the testing purposes, so I can provide some good feedback. When I did that, I'm not gonna lie, this weapon is ridiculously good against the bots. And if you've never tried this weapon against the bots, take my word for it. This weapon is very good against the bots. If you see some of the video that I have playing in the background, I was able to one shot. If I hit them in the eyes or the head or whatever you would call that, in the red, one shot, almost every single bot. If not, it was two shots to the head on pretty much every single bot, including Devastators. I wrecked them too, and I have videos to prove that also. I don't remember if I got any Hulks. I have to go through some of the video to double check, but I know I didn't one shot them for sure. But I might have still dropped some too, like after the fact with this. So as a secondary, to say the least, this shit is effective. To me, if you ask me, this is probably the best weapon right now in the WARBOND that we got. I haven't heard many people say that, but I'm being honest with you. If against the bots, this weapon is really good. And in general, most of the weapons that we got against the bots are a little bit better than if you were to use them against the bugs. And that's just my take on it, right? Yeah, this weapon right here, guys, against the bots, I'm going to give this a B plus. I can't give it an A because maybe it's still not the best choice, but it is a definite strong B plus. It might be an A. I might be missing some of the things that it can actually do. Try it out. It's really fun to use against the bots, and it's a really good weapon. But yeah, that's my take on these weapons. I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time. I tried to make this video short. I know I have a lot of long videos, and I'm still trying to get better at this. But anyway, I appreciate you guys for tuning in and checking out the video. If you like it, drop a like. If you don't like it, watch it again. Maybe you'll find something you like. Subscribe to the channel. I'm still new to the YouTube space. It means a lot. Check out some of the shorts that we have on the page. Also, they're doing really well. Some pretty funny stuff. Other than that, I think that's really it. Have a great weekend. Peace. It's your boy Spotless. I am out of here.
Bag's empty!